Hi all, welcome back to Europa Universalis. The price of power. This is the ambitious Margrave solo scenario. This will be my part 35. Right, so I think I put 34 together and patched it up as best as I could. So, well, yeah, I'm still struggling to understand some of the things in this game for sure. I actually went and made an addition. I've made my rulebook a bit bigger. This sequence, well, not so much, not a sequence of play. What is it? It's a reference sequence. It seems highly spoken of. I think initially I didn't want to print it out because it's like 12 pages. For a reference, seems like a lot. But if you consider the scope of this game, how big it is, and how tricky the rules are, it's probably quite handy to have. So, and the good thing about this is, if you're looking up any specific reference, you'll see that. I mean, he's put it in a sort of fainter text here, which I don't know. Had it been a different colour, maybe it might have been nicer, but you can still read it. Okay, you can still read it. Anyway, anything like that is a reference to how the bot would deal with things. There's some more there. So it's got that afterwards, and then there's also a section at the back. Again, it kind of, when I first looked at it, I thought, "Ooh, it's a bit faint," and I think that's meant to just coincide with how he's done it. I say he, sorry, how they've done it. So just in case, I didn't take note of the name, unfortunately. So sorry about that. So yeah, but it does look really good. So I've not sort of read through it because it doesn't look like something you would generally sort of read through. But I might do that just to make myself a bit more familiar with it and see how, good I feel it all is. There's Rebel Dice here, for instance. So rather than us going looking at the main rules for Rebel Dice, then look at the bot rule switching between the two. They're there. And also the sequence, was it not? The first bit was talking about the sequence. When we move into the Peace and Rebels phase, where I was saying, right, I'll have to do that for the bot and then go back and do it for the main player. Well, I should be able to just move right through these. And the bot stuff should be there. In fact, there's nothing there apart from that bit regarding invasions is the only thing that's slightly different. Up here, peace terms. That's telling you about all the peace stuff and that. And then prestige penalties, religious dissent. You can see bots gain a maximum of 1. And then game review on Reddit, bots with admin ideas. See, these are all things that you'd like to have seen together, but I do understand that why it's like it is, and the rules just there was like some bits that the bot rules could have contained. I mean, when you look at these here, I don't know. Yeah, that's going the other way though, isn't it? Anyway, so we've got that to mess with as well. Now I had we had left things with the Danish taking their event. I mean, they've not only took their event, and this is something that might not work out for me because they've got 8 bot power left and 8 spent. Actually, I've not moved their markers, so they've taken their event as well. So they're probably getting close to passing. And I looked at this card. I think we spoke about this already. This doesn't look like it benefits me much. Now, I did look at this one thinking, take this, get rid of the triangle, then install that other guy's Marula and not bother with this. Well, to be honest, he's 231, he's 132. So this is lower military power. Well, yeah, I've got a +2 installed as military, but he's got a wound, so maybe the other guy I've got slightly better on the Spy Network card. But anyway, when this event gets played, I'm still going to have the option, I think, to take this. So if it happens after this is played, well, hang on, it's only Austria that are going to play a card now, so it depends what event they pick. Anyway, this one looks like a bit of a, I don't know what. it's talking about France placing claims and Burgundy and things like that. It's like I've looked up the bot suggestions for all three of these, and they're quite brief. There's one that replaces everything. I want to say it's that maybe. And this one is if you're the Burgundy bot. Sorry, not Burgundy. If you were playing as the Brandenburg bot, if you were playing Brandenburg as a bot, then it would pick B. I'm pretty sure that was that one. I can't remember what the other two were. Obviously, we're maybe going to see. So, but this card, this event is probably, I mean, it's probably one of the better ones to go for. So it says pick a matching replacement for one unpicked non-basic idea on display. So I think that means for one unpicked non-basic idea. So I think that means out of the 6 at the back, this has been picked, I would say. I mean, I'm assuming this means it's been picked, so is this. But for these other 4, my guess is I can replace one of them. Pick a matching replacement for one unpicked non-basic idea on display. So yeah, my take on that, let's just say we take that one, then I'll replace that with the top card of that. I think that's how that would work. So it's still a random draw, but I mean, I might say these, this is like, I'm never going to be able to achieve this, or it's out of my league, so let's draw another one, something like that. So that's the first part of that, which, okay, nothing startling, but it's doing something. And then it says all players may then pay 3 administrative power if their realm is adjacent to Lombardy or Flanders and Wallonia. Oof. Right, which I'm not adjacent to, or 4 if not. So it would cost you 3 if you're adjacent to these, if you've got a realm adjacent to these, and 4 if you're not. I'm sitting with 1 administrative power right at the moment, so I don't think I'd be able to do this anyway. So to either research any idea on display. Oh, hang on, you need to pay the power to get the cards as well, Grant. I thought I thought the cost was only to research the idea. It's not. It's to draw the cards as well. So I didn't read that bit properly. Ugh. Well, I'm not going to get 4 administrative power unless I gain 1 from somewhere else and do a change national focus. Because I've only got 1 at the moment. But, it looked like the better thing. Well, I'm thinking more just draw the 3 action cards, And then we get to a point this leader as either or. I mean, I'm assuming we still have to pay that cost. So, yeah, I actually think I'm just going to not play the event right now and do something else and just, again, let the Austrians pick one. Because I can't benefit from this anyway. Yeah, I didn't realise that unless I can find a way of getting more administrative power, then it would then allow me to grab that card maybe, but... Okay, right, let's just move on then. Okay, I've just been paused for a while thinking, well, what am I going to do? Oh, hold on, stop. I forgot, there is still something going on, isn't there? Now, hang on. Have we not completed the King in Prussia then, Grant? Because it's own or vassalize. Right, I missed that. Don't think it matters too much, the fact that I missed it. Oh, well, does it? When did we... Would we have had access to these cards before the end of the turn? When did we do that? No, it's in this turn we've done that, because we had to wait, we were at war. Right, that's fine. So we're not getting... It's not that we've got access to these 3 other... missions. So it says own or vassalize 2+ provinces in Prussia or Wielkopolska. We vassalize 2 provinces in Prussia. So we do just. I forgot about that, but it says and have a manpower of 6+. Well, just looking around there, I thought, oh no, we've only got 5 because that's 3. That's 2. Oh, we've got a vassal here too. So we've got 3, 5, 6. Did I count that? We've actually got 7. No, but hold on, Grant. This wouldn't have got removed until this turn. Because again, that's a vassal. That's one of the vassals that we're looking at. So, well, it counts now. So my manpower, is 3, 5, 6, and then that +1 is 7. So it is greater. It is 6 or greater. So good. So we do have this complete. Effect, we're going to gain a +1 manpower and a claim in an area adjacent to your realm. Okay, so we're going to gain a +1 manpower. Hang on. So that's another one of them down in here. I'm going to keep them separate, I think. I might have to end up standing my guys up in there. Just while I'm here, see if I can find that interregnum. I would have thought it might have been in here, but it looks like it's kind of white on the picture. Oh, okay, it doesn't matter, Grant. It doesn't matter. We know all our stats are 1, but they're not. That's not relevant till we go into the end of the round, isn't it? The end of the round. So we've got +1 manpower, and we can place a claim in an area adjacent to my realm, and then that's going to be complete. What I'll do is I'll just leave it there again, like I've done before, because we can't mess with them until again the end of the round, innit? Or the beginning of the next round, which is going to be the new age. So we're placing a claim adjacent to our realm. Ooh, right, where do we want to go? The thing is here now, we can't at the moment declare war, which is damned annoying now, isn't it? Well, maybe you do then just need to go and install this leader. Install, that's probably not the right word. Yeah, it's just he's going to take a wound right away. It'd be nice to avoid that. Well, can't you just take that event? I really don't know how to resolve that event. It does absolutely nothing for me. Unless you're France and if you have a marriage. You've got to have a marriage with Burgundy to make it work to start with, I think. Yeah, if you've not got a marriage with Burgundy, I don't think it does anything. For me, anyway. Yeah, so maybe I'm going to install and enlist this ruler so that I can then attack. Well, where do you want to put that? Saxony or Lower Saxony? Well, Lower Saxony's got that diverse face still in it. Or Wielkopolska. Or Bohemia, actually. Well, no. They've got a... Is that in... No, it's not. That's in Austria, isn't it? Well, no. Is that Austria? That one? Yeah, it is, because that's where all the rebels are. Well, Bohemia is a bit tough, because it's got, like, 5... Well, mind you, my army's a bit much better now. I think we're capable. Saxony is possibly the place to go, because you've got 3... provinces together, and then you've got that one Nuremberg. And Saxony. Well, I think, yeah, and it's going to let you spread out a little bit as well. I'm not so sure about Wielkopolska, because they've all got +1s to these. That turns out into like 6, doesn't it? But I think I could take that on if that's only 3, unless there's some hiding elsewhere. So will we go for Saxony and skip, because Denmark have a claim in Lower Saxony too, and then there's that diverse faiths. So yeah, let's go for Saxony then. Now this is one of the elector areas, so we'll need to watch with that. I'm not sure what happens if we were to take control, like ownership of all the provinces in there. I think things might happen. So yeah, so I put that in there. And it's going to get us access to these new missions, but we'll deal with that at the end of the turn. Hopefully remembering to do that. And then, well, that's not... You've not done anything yet, Grant. Yeah, so what about up here, though? How can I... Yeah, if we want to own the provinces, we've got to replace these vassals with towns. We need another subjugate card. So could it be... Yeah, that would let you change national focus. Have you got 2 cards you could discard, though? Well, I mean, I was hoping to probably use that commercial growth, but I mean, that's cost me 2. I don't really care about that. Well, hang on. The study technology, what now? Oh, we looked at that. We looked at the idea that they've discovered up there, but it's not really... It didn't really... I don't know. I didn't quite feel like it was doing much for me. So I think I could discard that and maybe the commercial growth. I mean that's quite a good card to play, but I don't have the administrative power. And then we've got this for that, and we could discard the 2 and get the subjugate back. Just let me double check that the subjugate would work. So subjugate, you've got to discard influence from target NPR/vassal equal to target's base tax. Have we still got to do that then? We must have to, yeah. So we're going to have to put influence in there. Oof. Yeah, we're not going to have the diplomatic power either for this, are we? Annex your vassal or 1 tax ally. And without a marriage, your base tax needs to be 2 times target. That's fine. It would annex our vassal, so it would replace these with 2 towns. Which does that give me? Well, I'd lose 1 tax and 1 manpower, but I would gain 2 tax and 1 manpower by replacing the 2 with towns. So there's a slight upgrade. I mean, the other thing to do is to declare war, but I need to appoint a ruler before we can do that. Yeah, things to think about. Well, I suppose we should just do the simple task of putting some influence in Prussia. So how much was it we needed? And you've got to remember that if Denmark was to start putting influence in there as well, that causes you trouble before. So it's discard influence from target NPR/vassal equal to target's base tax plus any opponent. Well, the base tax now at Prussia is only 2. Remember that +1 marker's away, which I'm pretty sure it should be away. So we need to discard 2 influence from there. And, well, unless there's opponents. So I need to do that at some point first. So why don't we just take the influence action then? Now, if we want to start attacking into Saxony, do we need influence in there? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, if only you knew the answer to all these questions, Grant. With war tokens. No, because once you declare war, you remove all your influence from the realm, so it's not that we really need influence in there. Well, putting influence down costs you 1 diplomatic power, doesn't it? And then you can use more diplomatic power or 3 ducats per. Whereas I'm trying to use this reference chart at the back yet. Maybe take a wee while to get used to this. So, right, where are we? Diplomatic actions, influence. Pay 1 diplomatic influence or 3 ducats per influence cube, but you've got to spend a minimum of 1 diplomatic power. You may place in areas adjacent to your towns, vassals. Yeah, just anything that's adjacent, even to your influence. Maximum 2 per area. So I'll pay the 1. So we're going to pay 1 diplomatic power, right? And I'm going to put 1 influence in Prussia. And then do I want to put any more? I mean, I could put another one in there for safety. I don't really want to spend my diplomatic power though, so this now means spending ducats. 3 per. Yeah, I still really not. I'm seeing how the influence works a little bit, but I'm still not grasping the benefits to me, like branching influence out further. I guess these are things that I should maybe do some homework on, really, shouldn't I? Like to create an alliance, to fabricate a claim. No, it doesn't look like it needs influence. To forge an alliance, you must have at least 2 influence in the target realm. So there's 1. Yeah, it's maybe not. There are other things that need influence, I'm sure. But yeah, maybe I just need to do a bit of homework on that. So if I was wanting to forge alliance, where could I consider forging an alliance, maybe? How does that cost, again, the 1 to 3 influence, doesn't it? 1 to 3, sorry, diplomatic power. Both must be at peace, must have at least 2 in the target realm, right. If target is a distant NPR, right, no. Yeah, you pay half the target's base tax by a maximum of 3. So, I was thinking Wicked Polska there, but... that's got a tax of 6, so it would be the full 3 I would need to pay, 3 diplomatic power, and I'm just sitting with 1. So, but I suppose I'm just wondering about maybe other areas to put influence in. Well, you've got 2 in Bohemia, so maybe you could consider whatever realm. Oh, it must be Bohemia. That's a whole lot. Well, Austria have got an alliance with them, so I don't know how that works as well. Right, I think I'll just do that 1 cube. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I'll just do the 1, right? So all that for 1 cube. I think I've done that before though. Just end up spending 1 influence. Right, let's get moving on. Yeah, because I'm kind of struggling. I'm not sure what to do now. Well, that gives you the option now to try and... But I've got 1 diplomatic power left. I need to use 1 to get the subjugate card back in my hand, then spend another 1 to play it. So, yeah, the Change National Focus would have to add diplomatic power. Probably 2. Well, no, 1 would be enough, yeah, wouldn't it? Right. Anyway, right, that's my turnover. So it's back to Austria. That's all we've done there. Just placed an influence cube. Yeah, so back to Austria. They've got plenty of bought power still. Yeah, they've got more than... Now, hold on. They're in a bit of a mess, though. They're under attack, aren't they? Because this was that event. I think that was the right way to deal with it, but as always, please let me know if I've got it all wrong or if you think I've got it wrong. So, bot actions. It's still got bot power left. Is under attack by enemies or rebels. Yeah, and 1 says, bot is considered under attack if enemy units or rebels are present in any areas with bot's towns. Well, you can clearly see that there's 3. So it is going to look at that and go to defend and spend 1 bot power. So it's going to spend 1 bot power and go to defend. And maybe I'll look at this, I think. Right, so defend any area with invaders. Right, this is a yes this time, isn't it? Yeah. Invaders. Yeah. Yeah, there's not a reference in the index to the word invaders, but it must mean, like, either enemy units or rebels, which is what the previous one sent us here for. So I'm going to say yes to this. Whereas before we made a turn that way when there was only a rebel town there, and that wasn't the case, and that's why it had to come down here. But this is the case as far as I'm aware this time. So has it got 2 bot power left? Yeah, it's got plenty. An army in an area where it can siege provinces. Well, no. Its army's not in the area. Its army's in an adjacent area. So it's 2 bot power left. An army in an area where it can siege provinces. No. So army is greater than 2 times any invading force. The invading force is 3. Their army is 8. So yes. Yes. Army is on the map. Yes. Invaders in any area where bot's MAC is greater than... Invaders in any area where bot's MAC is greater than invading force. Yeah, the MAC in the area where the invading force is would be unlimited. So it would be 368. Well, actually, I'm not counting the available as well. The manpower reserve. So at the moment, that's probably counted as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's greater than or equal to the invading force of 3. Yes, it is. So place army in the area with the largest invading force that qualifies. Now, hang on though. Place army. Oh yeah, I remember hearing about the fact that this place army is a totally different thing. So it's not actually moving, and that's why it's not restricted by any kind of movement. It's just pick it up and place it in the area with the largest invading force that qualifies, and then we check for MAC again. We prefer player realm enemy, but there's only the rebels. So then it's going to go to a land battle. It'll get 1 if it's victorious, and then it's going to end the turn. So let's do that. So we're just going to pick this up and place it in the area. I mean, it is adjacent anyway, but so in it goes. Army goes in. We check for MAC, but because it's got, I mean, this is its capital city. It's got an unlimited MAC. It's going to go to land battle now. Now, it's not done anything with its army, or is that to come if we move to land battle? No, I don't think so. So it's not messing with its army, but then it did do checks to see if it had enough strength. I mean, it is defending here. Yeah, it's not on the offense, so it's not going to add units to its army, I don't think. Well, there is bits in there that tells them to recruit units, but that was only if it's... Yes. If the army was not greater than or equal to 2 times the invading force, the no would take it to has 2 bot power left and more manpower. Then it would spend 2 bot power to recruit units. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's fine. So it's not going to recruit units. It's going to be happy with what it's got. So land battle, I'm just looking at that, is on page 16. Not got a page number of that for some reason. It's on the last page of the bot rules, the bot land battle resolution. So land battle, any enemy is a player realm. No. So roll battle dice. So even for the rebels, this is how it works. Yeah. So they're going to roll battle dice. Their infantry dice is going to be equal to the number of hostile units. Yeah, so we're going to roll 3 dice, and that's just infantry dice. Yeah, so this is the one where the bot does it slightly different to how we would be doing it, I think. Well, we've not fought any rebels yet, but I mean, this is treating it just the same as an NPR. So whether ours would be the same. So infantry dice equals number of hostile dice. Assign casualties. Number of bots. Oh, hold on. Now, these are rebels though. I'm just thinking, if they got 3, did they get to draw a card? I don't think so. And I'm still not 100% sure if an NPR against the bot would get to draw that. We did draw the card, nobody said anything, but yeah, to be honest, I'm not getting an awful lot of comments, just Martin making comments, so well, I can usually rely on his rules reading. However, I mean, I don't think he's done much play of this game either, so it's... so what am I looking for here? Yeah, let me pause a second. I think it's just the NPRs. Page 36, Rule 13.4 is Warfare versus NPRs. NPR behaviour in battle. Read this one before. If one side consists of NPRs only, and they have a total of 3+ units, draw a card from the military deck. We applied that to the battle against the bot. I mean, I think it should be, but again, there's no reference in the bot rules regarding that. So, well, here's rebel units in the battle. Rebel units will fight just like NPR units. Ooh. Well, it says see NPR behaviour in battle, page 36, which is what I just read. Except they will always fight to the last man, so they're not going to retreat. However, if they fight, mind you, you just read that it said if one side consists of NPRs only, Grant, they get to draw a card. So although the rebel units will fight, they'll carry out the same behaviour, they are still not NPR units, are they? No, because why would it say if one side consists of NPRs only? You know, that's why it's saying that. Because if it was a mixture of that and rebel units, well, whether you can get that or not, or if it was just rebel units, then you're not going to get that. So, okay, we're not going to draw a card for them. So they're just getting 3 military dice, 3 for the infantry dice, and I need to go back to the flow chart because that's what I need. Right, so and then see what casualties. Right, here we go. Right, that's 2 hits then. That doesn't count. So the Austrians take 2 casualties. And then, yeah. So Austria takes 2 casualties, which is nothing to them really, is it? 1, 2. And then the next question on the flowchart is, bot has units remaining, which is a yes. So we then remove all rebel/NPR units. So these go away. And Austria's just taking care of things there. And then remove all rebel/NPR units. Resolving bot receives 1 bot power if it's the first battle victory this turn. It is, so we're going to give him that bot power, which I've done, and I don't think you've seen that, but I've done it anyway. Remove defeated armies from the board. Well, no. So Austria's going to stay on the board, and then end the battle. Now, end the battle. No, I was just taking us to end the turn, wasn't it? If I go back to defend action, after the land battle, just takes us to end turn. So that's it. That's Austria done its thing. So it's got taking care of the rebels, and then next turn, I'm imagining. Well, actually, no, because it's not another attack anymore, so it won't. Well, unless it draws it needs an unrest card now to remove them. I just drew one of them recently, though. Right, so that's Austria. Back to Denmark, and like I say, they're at 2468, 2468. So 8 and 8, they've took their event. No other issues though, so they are going to draw a card still because it's not their spent isn't greater than what they've got left. They don't have any issues. No, so they're going to draw a bot card because they've got some left. They are number 2. Military, so they're going to spend 2 bot power, which I will do. And that has them got more spent than what's left now. And they're going to do a military action. Okay, so I'm not going to look at the flow chart here, just going to read it myself. Military at war. No. Has a claim. Yes, they've got 2. Oh, this could be scary. So they've got a claim in Lower Saxony. Well, here's a thing with Martin. Martin had replied to me recently about this this whole issue up here. which it got resolved for me. But like how his point was that see if we had attacked, or see if we declared war on, what is it? What is this? This is Pomerania. But see if we had siege Stettin, the other Stralsund instead of Stettin, then Denmark wouldn't have their claim in there on us, it would have it on Pomerania because Stettin is the capital. The reason they went for us is because we were in ownership of Stettin, or we occupied it or something at the time. So he said if I'd done it, it was the other way about, I think it would have been different. But it got me thinking, because that claims go into areas, don't they? But this claim isn't, I mean, okay, it's only us that are in there now, but see this claim here, it was targeting, I mean, I think it's, yeah, have I got that wrong? Well, no, because claims can stay in areas, and then that's the whole point of when that we didn't remove the claim from here, because they've got other areas, they don't own everything in this area. But when you place a claim, does it, I mean, that's the thing, it does target an actual realm, doesn't it? But it goes in an area and can be, I mean, although it's targeting a realm, it can target any realm in that area, I think. Let's see, maybe we're just needing a wee brush up on that one. Claim, oh god, there's so many references in the index to claim. Right, well, let's see if I can find something that's the relevant one. Yeah, I suppose, you know what, it might be different for the player to what it is for the bot. Fabricate claims, I just should have used there straight away. This is a covert action, pay 2 influence per claim to place claim in areas adjacent to your realm. A claim provides a conquest CV against all realms that own provinces in the area in which the claim is placed. Right, okay. So when we place a claim in an area, we can select whatever. We don't need to decide there and then that we're putting a claim on a specific realm. But the bot does do it that way, doesn't it? So, and that's a wee bit strange, because how do you know which, I mean, I suppose you've got to, I can't remember which one this was put on. Or was it just put in Lower Saxony? Because if, you know, that, it depends on the, let's look at Denmark's military targeting chart. Because I think this is where they would have put their claims, wouldn't it? This was the one we got, a realm in Pomerania. So you've got to specify a realm. Whereas if it rolled in this one, it would just put a claim in, well, Sweden's got 3 different areas though. So again, it would have to go in one of the areas in Sweden. And this one's owner of, this one's an actual realm. Right, see, it's got claim number 1 and it could be Bremen. Could it have been Bremen? I don't know, I can't remember. I mean, I've got the claim up beside Bremen and Hamburg. Oh, was it not Hamburg? Because they've done Hamburg already. I'm not entirely sure though. So, well, what does it say? See when they roll. Well, we're going to get to that just now. So go back to the military. Sorry, back to the military flow chart. I know I wasn't showing you this at first, but let's have a look now. So at war, no, has a claim. Yes, it's got 2 claims, number 1 and number 5. So we'd roll a dice here. So let's just say we rolled the 1, because I'm not sure which one that's. So let's say we roll the 1. Does roll match a number on a non-colonial claim? Yes. Select a realm for which this claim is valid. So yeah, I mean, I've got that claim sitting in between Bremen and Hamburg. So when you put the claim for the bots out, you do actually need to put it on a realm rather than the area. So I've been sort of laxing a little with that. So if we do get a 1, I'm gonna have to find out which one it is. I know they had, because they took Hamburg before and then they lost it, didn't they? Anyway. Right, well, we're going down this road. So, has a claim, yes. Going to roll dice. So, a 1 or a 5 is going to be a something. D6. But anything else is not. Yeah, so 1 or a 5. Oh, God. Yeah, well, that's us. Okay, well, this could get interesting. Oh, I've not got a ruler. Well, don't think that matters. It said that we couldn't declare war. I mean, they can do. Well, they've not declared war on us yet. Yeah, but they're adjacent to us and everything. Oh dear, oh dear. Right then, we've got some artillery though. We should be able to handle them. Right, does the roll match a number on a non-colonial claim? Well, yeah, because claim number 5, although it's sitting in the area of Pomerania, it's only Brandenburg provinces that are there. And I remember it was us that they targeted. And Martin's comment brought that home to me a bit. Then that's why I'm talking about this, how they place their claims, which seems to be different to how we would do it as a player. So, select realm for which claim is valid. Prefer, well, there's no preference. It's just, select realm for which this claim is valid. So I took that to mean I took that to mean that the claim is valid because that's what they targeted. Yeah, I'm not now that 100% sure if that is right then. But then why would they specifically target a realm on that targeting chart sometimes? And then surely that then means it's the one that's valid. But there could be other provinces in that area that I think could be valid. However, I suppose it's got the preferences there are opponent, then highest NPR strength. So if there was another NPR province in there, it would still pick me. So maybe that covers it. So anyway, yes, we're the valid target. So target is eligible, which is a 1. So see Declaration of War restricts to page 22 of the main rules to determine target eligibility. I'm going to say yes. The fact I've not got a ruler, I don't think that matters to them. But I'm pretty sure they can still attack me with that. We're not an ally to them or anything like that. So, we're not with a truce with them or anything like that. So I think we are eligible. And bot has less than 4 influence in target's area. If it is in target's areas, if it is an NPR. Well, it's not an NPR. So target is eligible. Yes. Target strength. Hang on a second. Target strength is greater than or equal to 2 times bot strength. That comes with a number 2. Strength. NPR C main rules. Page 36. Player realm. It's the number of deployed units plus available. So we are the target. That's going to be a no, but they've not got that big an army. It's bigger than us, but anyway, our strength is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6, and they've got a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they've only got 7. So, however, my target strength is not greater than or equal to 2 times that. So that's a no. So they are going to declare war. So they're going to declare war on target, spend 1 bot power to recruit 7, 9, 11 units. Well, they don't need to recruit. So I'm assuming they don't spend that bot power. Yeah, they don't need to recruit. They're all in their army. So, yeah. So let's do that. So they're going to place a declare war on us. Oh, we're going to get the Emperor though. Grant, I forgot about that. So, there's wee war tokens there. So they declare war on us. Yeah, I suppose we put it in that area. I was going to put it on my capital at first, but it's not. Hang on. No, because that's where they've got the claim. The claim is not in Brandenburg, it's in Pomerania. So they're at war there, which, yeah, I mean, means that we're at war with Denmark. Yeah, I'm not going to put that there, actually. I think some people I was watching were doing that, but I don't think that's really necessary in this situation. So that's happened. Okay, so moving on. So yeah, declared war. They didn't spend the bot power, like I said. The army is complete. They've nothing in reserve. So up here, bot has NPR allies with 2+ influence adjacent to target. Their only ally they took over Norway, so which would have applied, but they don't have an ally. Denmark do not have an ally, so that's a no, fortunately. What was the NPR ally? No. Right, targets may send defensive call to arms, non-player realms always do. Okay. So we are going to get a call to arms because we are part of the HRE. We're a member of the HRE, and it's in an area in the HRE. I think it needs to have both the things. Okay. Right, so I think the call to arms goes out, well, whether we get the choice here or not, I don't know. What does this bring us? Because the Imperial manpower is not used. You know, if this was an ally for us, we would get some extra units, wouldn't we? But because they don't have Imperial manpower. I mean, Imperial manpower, upon activating defending the HRE, a number of NPR units equal to the Emperor's total influence in elector areas, including Emperor, is added to the Imperial manpower pool on the status map up to a maximum of 8 units. The Emperor may use Imperial manpower in every battle where they participate in it. Oh no, all this means is that Austria is now going to be at war with Denmark. They don't use so they're now going to be at war, aren't they? Yes. So when a non-HRE realm, eternal aggressor, which is Denmark, he's non-HRE, declares war on an imperial subject, if imperial influence is at 1 or higher, and it's at 3, which you can maybe just see at the top there, so the 3 grey cubes, a player realm emperor will automatically receive a defensive call to arms from their subject unless the subject is at war with the emperor. Well, we are not at war with Austria, so they are going to come to our aid. A player realm emperor may accept such a call to arms as if from an ally following accepting a call to arms procedure. See page 32, but also tagging the defending HRE slot. Right, see page 32, but I'm going to tag the HRE slot. Then that's got bad. We've got a bad thing happens to us here as well, doesn't it? We lose a. Well, we've chose to lose a. What was it? Prestige. Right, I'm going to come to page 32 in a minute. That's a call to arms procedure. So we've tagged that. Once the Emperor is at peace with all eternal aggressors, or if a new Emperor is selected mid-war, untag the slot. Yeah, that's fine. And then Imperial manpower doesn't happen. Military access in HRE, yeah, they've got military access all the way through there, and their MAC holds out throughout, doesn't it? So yeah, let's do this. Player realms as Imperial subjects. As an Imperial subject, every time the Emperor activates defending the HRE, you must do one of the following. So I can exhaust 2 of my manpower, which I don't want to do. Maximum half of my total. So that exhaust 2. Yeah, well, it would be 2. I could lose 6 ducats, maximum half of my tax income. Tax income's 10, so I'd lose 5 ducats, which I don't fancy either. Or I could lose 1 prestige. Or I could place a CB token on the aggressor's capital. Which sounds like that's why not do that, but I think if I put one of them on his capital and I don't do something about attacking him, bad things happen to me. So I think that's the case. I'm going to take the prestige hit again. So I'm going to drop from 4 to 3. Yeah. Okay. And I just quick look at page 32 regarding that, in case there's anything in there that may... So it's the same... Was it? Following the accepting a CTA procedure. Accepting a CTA. When you accept a CTA, immediately join your ally's side in the war. So yeah, so this to me means Austria's at war with Denmark, and I think this is where it's maybe useful just to sort of put the war on Austria as well. I mean, we are at war with Denmark right now, but then because they were just in that area and they're like, whatever. Anyway, so if accepting a defensive CTA, place enemies' player realms war tokens on your capital. Yeah, so it's accepted it, so Denmark should place one in its capital, and we've got one in his capital. If accepting it from an NPR, well, it's not. If you accept a defensive call to arms when you are also allied to a player realm, no. If accepting a call to arms from an NPR, no. Return to the appropriate step of the declare war actions sequence, page 16. Yeah, well, we're doing this through the bot situation, so I think that's all that's dealt with there. Yeah, for some panic there, I thought I was on pause. Oh, don't. Right, so moving back to military action then, I think we can move on. So next step, rather than come back to the flowchart, is we're kind of looking up here. So next step is remove all bots' influence from all of target's areas. Well, it's none. And it says target's areas. I mean, I'm just wondering there, if it had influence in here or here, would we remove that? I think so, because I mean that is their target is Brandenburg, so wherever Brandenburg is, I think it would have to remove influence from. Yeah. Anyway, there's none. The declaration of war triggers naval battles. Ooh, it will. Yeah. Now, we've no ships, but they've got a ship adjacent to our ports. The good thing here is we've got more than one port, haven't we? In fact, have we not got 4? That's 1. They look like they're all ports. 2, 3, 4. However, we're not an NPR though, Grant, so is that not different as well? Well, I'm going to say that it would trigger a naval battle, so we're going to go there and see what happens. So this is the bot. It might deal with the fact it's a player. Yeah, it does. That's the first question it asks. So well, let's look at that, because I've not really dealt with this before. Alright, so naval battle. Because they've got one ship. Mind you, they've got ports as well. So just checking. They've got 1, 2. Oh, they've got a big one there as well. Actually, they've got 4. Oh no, they've got more than that. 5. Oh, yuck. They've got what? 6. I think that one's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, and it's capital. There's another 2, so that's 8. They've got 8 ports, like 8 strength of ports anyway, because the 2 of them are large ones. I think actually they're not. No, they're not in blue, but they're large. I think that means they're 2s. The blue ones are to do with islands, aren't they? Yeah. Right, let's see what happens. So any enemy is a player realm. Yes. Bot is attacker. Yes. Facing multiple player realms. No. Human player may play applicable battle actions. Okay, I'm not. I don't have any. So, okay. Then we move on to here. So we're going to roll battle dice. Humans do not roll any dice. Bots roll. Diplomatic ideas. No. No, he does have... He has one administrative idea. So no, there's none of them. So he's going to roll artillery dice. +1 die per adjacent bot ship. Hang on. +1 die per adjacent bot ship. Well, there's only one. They've only got one ship. Minus... Oh, hang on. +1 die. This is just adding a +1 to the amount of dice that you would normally roll. Okay. A -1 die battle action or admiral. What if I had an admiral? No, hang on. Does that not say artillery dice here are just going to be 1 +1 for adjacent ships? So that's 2 -1 if a battle action or an admiral was played. Oh, there's the bit about human player may appoint an admiral, but I didn't get the option for that. Bot is attacker, no. But bot is the attacker. Ah, see, if I was attacking him. Right. So that was, we did go the right way. Facing multiple, no. Human player may apply a battle. We didn't play battle action, so that's what that's for. So I think the number of artillery dice is going to be 1 +1 because it's got an adjacent... Hey. Now, hold on. Well, the other ship's in the other sea. Yeah, no, there's only one. There's only one ship. So that means there's 2. And then it says, bots score 1 hit per that rolled. Treat every 2 adjacent ports a bot owns and every 2 NPR ships fighting on a bot's side as... Oh, right, okay. So he's got... I think he's got 2 dice. 1 +1 for the ship. However, he's got every 2 adjacent ports. Well, I said there was... there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 adjacent ports, but 2 of them are large ports. Let's just move on here. I know I've not rolled any dice yet, but I'm getting the feeling that maybe there's no... Well, it depends on the amount of ports I've got, maybe. Am I doing something wrong here? I don't think so. Right, they score 1 hit per that roll, but for each 2 adjacent ports, let's just say there is only 6 ports. Let's just say that the 2 big ones don't count as like 2 ports, but they might do. Let's just give them 3. So that would give them 3 cannons. And they've got 2 dice to roll, right? So let's move on. Bot versus bot, no. Human player must assign casualties. Any admiral receives a wound per pair of them. Alternate between ship types when assigning hits. We've not got ships. Well, I think because we're a human player, we need to actually physically have ships. When the NPRs, they've got ships. The ports count for ships. I don't think that happens for us. So maybe there's not a naval battle at all and we went down this for nothing. You know, because I don't get to just spring up 4 ships because I've got 4 ports, I don't think. But that's what would happen if it was an NPR. I think we need to look at the main rules a little bit for this one, possibly. Regarding naval battle. Yeah, let's look up some rules for naval battle. Okay, page 28. 9.9 naval battles. At any point during the action phase or peace and rebels phase, a naval battle will commence if any of these situations occur. Ships hostile to each other end up in the same sea zone. Right, that's not applicable. A player realm wishes to fight the pirates. That's not applicable. Ships move into a sea zone facing one or more enemy NPR ports? No. Player realm ships are located in a sea zone where upon a declaration of war, one or more NPR ports become a hostage. It's all to do with NPRs, isn't it? So the only one that would apply to us is if we both got ships in the same sea zone. That's only, so it's only regarding NPRs, isn't it? Okay, that was a waste of time then. But at least it's the first time we've done this, so, and I remember doing the NPR bit, but obviously this is not NPRs this time. So yeah, so there's no naval battle at all. Right, so I think we come back to this. So we were there and we went to here, which is wrong. So declaration of war triggers naval battles? No. Declaration of war triggers land battles? No, because they've got their army, but they're one space away. So that's a no. Army size is greater than or equal to 2 times target strength. That'll be a no, because their army size is 7. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Grant, you've only got an army of 1. Eeks. So yeah. See, now there's something that you should have done then. You should have recruited an army. Yeah, divvy. And you've got 5 military power. No. Well, hang on. It does say target strength. Number 2. Target strength for a player realm is a number of deployed units and available. So it is counting my available. I'm just not that sure I'm going to be able to get it. Well, hold on, yeah. He's maybe not going to be able to fight this turn, and then we need to get our army together. So, our strength, the target strength is going to be whatever we've got available, which is going to be 6. And they've got a strength of 7. So 7 is not greater than or equal to 2 times 6. So no. Has 4 bot power left and more manpower, but it's got the bot power, but it's not got the manpower, so no. Armies on the map board, yes. Check for Mac, it's unlimited to where it is. Can siege in current area, no. Right, sorry. Can siege in current area, no. Hostile units or area 1 to 2 spaces away, yes. Yeah, that's going to come and attack us, isn't it? So it is one, it means it's just adjacent. So move army to enemy. Oh, let's go and have a battle. And I don't think there's anything we can do about this. Move army to enemy area and range. Prefer, well, it doesn't need to talk about preferring. Does this trigger a battle? Yes, go to land battle. So they're going to go to land battle and end the turn. And they're going to gain 1 bot power if they win the battle, which, if it stays as my one artillery unit, then yeah, why didn't I think about that? See, again, that's just experience. It's not really knowing. And I was thinking to myself there, what can I do? I'm not sure what to do here. What did I do? I placed 1 influence cube in Prussia. And I could have recruited some units to defend myself here. Well, maybe there's a possibility we might get a chance. I don't think so, though. Well, it's maybe still possible. I don't think so, but I did ask if their strength was greater than 2 times, and I was counting my available, but yeah. The fact it can just move straight in, so it's going to move in here, and we're going to trigger a land battle. So go to land battle, page 16. And yeah. Well, let's have a look. Right, so land battle. Any enemy is a player realm, yes. Bot is attacker, yes. Facing multiple. Have we not just been through this? It's somewhat of the naval one. Bot is attacker, yes. Facing multiple player realms, no. Battle is a main defender's realm. I don't know if that. I mean, I can only take from that. I think Martin made a comment on this one though. way back and saying that it was just a realm where we had, I don't know, I want to say maybe we had full ownership of the whole realm. Because you would think the main defender's realm is Brandenburg itself. Again, we could appoint a general here. We get 2 blue dice from him, but remember he was meant to be tagged in as a ruler here. But we're kind of up against things that we didn't account for. Which I can see now of what things. No, I shouldn't have had an army like it is. Well, hold on though, Grant. They're attacking us. So I don't know. Maybe the dice that we roll is going to be this. But no, because we've only got 1 unit in our army. So, right. I think I would want to say that was a no. And the fact that it's got to be, but this might be a yes. I don't know. I should look back on Martin's comment there because I'm sure he talked about this step. I'm not going to play in a general anyway. So if it was a yes, I'm not going to appoint a general. So maybe I should, but well, I don't think there's any point here. I think we're just going to get smashed anyway. We've got 1 unit. They've got 7. And our 1 unit's an artillery unit, so we've got to roll cannons. Mind you, that was giving us 2 blue dice. Oh. That would give us 2 extra blue dice. Although, again, I'm not sure if that's my main defender's realm. I would think that meant the capital realm where you start, Brandenburg. But I get the feeling Martin didn't agree with that and he said something else. Not quite sure how he described it. Right, let's say it's a no. So account for military ideas, right, we've done that. Where are we going? Oh yeah, up here. So human player may play battle actions. Well, no, I'm not going to do that. We don't have any, do we? No. Okay, and then we're going to roll battle dice. Humans roll as normal. Bots roll. They're going to roll 5 infantry dice, and we're going to roll whatever it is. Whatever the normal roll is, I'm not sure what. I think it was as normal. Any bot has remaining units. It's going to be a yes. I'm just looking ahead here because, well, I don't know why. We should just roll the dice. I'm not going to be able to stop this. I suppose I'm swinging back to maybe thinking, should I do this? But enemy retreats or has no units left. That's going to be a yes. So it's going to receive 1 bot power. It's going to remove my army from the board and it's going to end the battle. So they're going to be in there and then they're going to be able to start smashing up our towns. I don't. You're not going to be able to stop. How many dice do we get then? What's normal dice for a? Will this not tell us maybe? This is the normal battle. Roll battle dice. Each side rolls 3 basic battle dice. Then it's there. Something there. Dice for both attack and defender. Each side rolls 3 basic battle dice. This is number 2. A player realm must occupy all of their enemy's provinces where the enemy is no deployed. No, what's that? I'm reading the wrong bit. Sorry. Basic battle dice in land battles are 3 infantry dice, and naval battles they're 3 artillery dice. So we only get 3 dice. And if we did have the leader or general, it would give us an extra 2 blue dice. And 5 against their army is 7. It's still not going to take them out anyway. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to assign that leader. So we're just going to go down here, and the bot's going to roll 5, and we're going to roll 3. So the bot's the attacker, so we should allow him to go first and smash her face in. We do only have one unit, so... Silly Grant. Leaving his army with one artillery. Okay, so here we go for the bot. Right, so it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. They can all hit because it's got an army of 7. So that does mean that our... right, I'll just stretch across. Well, I'll show you just to show you the pain. This is our available force of 5 units. This is our one that's in our army. Right, hang on. Right, hang on a minute, Grant. Are you getting this wrong? Our army doesn't need to be there, does it? They're attacking our area. Right, well, unfortunately I can't. I'm going to have to keep that die roll. I'd like to roll it again, but that seems unfair. Yeah, I mean, I've been looking at it, they're fighting our army, but they're not, are they? If we didn't have an army there, they would still be fighting against us. So what... We would be rolling 3 dice, but what would we be counting? Did it have to be our army, or can it be our available? I'm starting to wonder now. Okay, give me a second. No, I think this is right, isn't it? I mean, let me just go back to the military actions. I mean, the reason, if we weren't there as an army, they wouldn't do any of this, but they would just start sieging our towns down, wouldn't they? I think that's what would happen. So if I look at military actions and run through all this again, well, we would have declared war, so it's done that. Move our army to enemy area. No, it would still... Well, hang on, there was a siege, but... It was still... Let's just say that my army miniature wasn't in that area. Let's say it was in the Brandenburg area. Armies on the map board. And no... Yeah, spend... Armies on the map board, check for Mac. Yeah, can siege in current area. Well, no, because they had to move. So that's a no. Hostile units or area, 1, 2, 2 spaces away. So they would still move there. If that my army wasn't there, it's still a hostile area. So they would move there. That's a yeah. So move army to enemy area in range. Triggers battle. So if we didn't have an army there, it wouldn't trigger a battle and it would end the turn. Yes, I think, well... no, because if this was an NPR area that they just moved into, that would trigger a battle. If there wouldn't be an army unit there would be a still trigger battle, wouldn't there? Nah. I'm getting myself all muddled up now again. I mean, the main rules, 9.7 land battles, page 27. At any point during the action phase or peace and rebels phase, a land battle will commence if any of these situations occur. Units hostile to each other end up in the same area. That can be the only one that triggers in the situation we're in. Units hostile to each other end up in the same area. I mean, that's what's happening, but let's just say this wasn't here. I mean, there's nothing that says he has to be here. Is this still a situation where units are hostile to each other right now? It would be if that area was just an NPR because they're at war with it. I think I'm going to have to go and find out more about this. I think I'm going down, I don't know. This should be easy enough to deal with, and I'm struggling with it. Right, I've got to an hour and 15 minutes here. I'm going to keep this dice roll. So I'm just going to stop this part just now. We've rolled the dice for the bot. We've not rolled for ourselves yet, but I mean, well, we might hit a couple of them. Well, that's assuming I'm doing it right, though. No, we're not going to hit a couple of them. We can only hit one because we've got one unit. Again, assuming I'm doing it right. I mean, if that wasn't there, would we counter available manpower to be fighting this battle? I don't think so. I think it needs to be an army, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, if we moved into, let's just say we moved into Denmark's area right now while we're at war, what would happen? And then their army miniature wasn't there. What would happen? Would there be a land battle right away if we moved into here? Would there be a land battle right away, or would it just move on to the next turn where we can start sieging down its towns, provinces? Yeah, I think these are basics that I'm just not grasping. I maybe just need to step back for a moment. I know we haven't done it this way yet, but I'm missing something just simple. I think it's not. I think it's just me. It's not that it's not there in the rules. It's just me not quite following things properly, I think. So I'll cut this part here. I know it's a strange place to stop it, but it's getting a bit long. And I'm going to go and do some research on this. Possibly watch a bit video footage. Just try and find an example of this situation. And yeah, I'm sure Bridger's stuff. He must have dealt with this somehow. So I'm sure I can probably find it in there. Or even videos that Roberto put out on BGG. They might explain it a bit better. Well, I'm saying a bit better, just to make it clear to me. Right, okay, I'll be back shortly to continue with this. Hopefully get through it. Okay, cheers.